Real estate or stocks? I ran the numbers. Here's the winner. Have you ever wondered if you're making the biggest financial mistake of your life without even realizing it? Maybe you've spent years believing that owning real estate is the safest path to wealth. Or perhaps you've heard that investing in the stock market is the only way to build real financial freedom. Every expert seems to have an opinion. Every social media guru claims to know the answer. And somewhere in the middle, you're left wondering which decision could actually change your future. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Choosing the wrong investment isn't just about missing out on extra profits. It could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Every year you wait, every dollar you place in the wrong asset, and every financial myth you believe quietly pushes your retirement further away. Today, we're going beyond opinions. We're running the real numbers. By the end of this video, you'll know which investment has historically created more wealth, where each one shines, where each one fails, and why most people are comparing them completely the wrong way. But before we dive in, if you're serious about building lasting wealth instead of chasing financial myths, take a second to help this channel grow. Leave a like because it tells YouTube to share videos like this with more people who need them. Then comment below. Which would you choose today, real estate or stocks? I'd genuinely love to see where you stand before we reveal the numbers. And if you're new here, subscribe now, because every week we break down complicated financial decisions into simple, practical strategies that can help you make smarter money moves. Now, let's start with the belief almost everyone grows up hearing. Real estate is the best investment you can make. It sounds convincing. After all, houses are tangible. You can see them, walk through them, touch the walls. People will always need somewhere to live. There's a sense of security that comes from owning property. The stock market doesn't offer that feeling. Stocks are numbers on a screen. Prices move every day. Headlines constantly talk about crashes, recessions, and uncertainty. It's no surprise that many people automatically trust real estate more. But feelings don't build wealth. Math does. So imagine you have $100,000 to invest. Option 1. You buy a property. Option 2. You invest the same amount into a broad stock market index fund and simply leave it alone. Most people assume the property wins. After all, houses appreciate, right? Yes. Historically, residential real estate in the United States has appreciated by roughly 3 to 5% annually over long periods before inflation adjustments. Not bad. But here's what many people forget. Your house isn't just growing in value. It's constantly costing you money. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance, unexpected repairs, roof replacements, water heaters, broken plumbing, vacancies if it's a rental, management fees, closing costs. Every single year, your investment quietly asks for more money. Sometimes thousands of dollars. The stock market doesn't call you because your roof started leaking. It doesn't need a new air conditioning system. It doesn't require a plumber at midnight. Now let's look at stocks. Historically, the broad United States stock market has averaged around 10% annual returns before inflation over many decades. Notice something important. That difference doesn't sound dramatic. 3 to 5% versus around 10%. But compounding doesn't care about small differences. Compounding turns small advantages into enormous outcomes. Imagine leaving $100,000 invested for 30 years. At around 5% annual growth, your investment grows into approximately $430,000. At around 10% annual growth, that same investment grows to well over $1,700,000. The gap isn't thousands. It's well over $1 million. That's the power of compounding. And it's why understanding the math matters so much. But before you immediately conclude that stocks are the obvious winner, there's another piece of the puzzle. Leverage. This is where real estate becomes incredibly powerful. Unlike stocks, banks are often willing to lend you large amounts of money to buy property. You might purchase a $500,000 home while only putting down $100,000. If the property's value increases by 10%, you've gained $50,000 on an investment where you only contributed a fraction of the total purchase price. That's impressive. Leverage can dramatically increase returns. But leverage is like fire. Handled carefully, it can build enormous wealth. Handled carelessly, it can destroy it. If property prices fall, your mortgage payment doesn't. If interest rates rise, your monthly payment may become painful. If tenants stop paying, the bank still expects its money. Leverage magnifies both success and failure. Stocks generally don't require debt to generate excellent long-term returns. Time becomes your greatest advantage instead. Now think about flexibility. Imagine an unexpected emergency. Your car breaks down. Medical bills appear. A family member needs help. If your wealth is sitting inside a house, accessing that money isn't simple. Selling property can take weeks, sometimes months. You pay commissions, legal fees, taxes, paperwork. Now compare that with a diversified investment portfolio. You can often sell part of it within minutes. Liquidity may not sound exciting until you actually need it. Then it becomes priceless. There's another hidden advantage that many investors overlook. Your time. Owning investment property often means managing people as much as property. Tenants call. Repairs happen. Contracts expire. Unexpected problems appear. Even if you hire a property manager, you're still managing the manager. Stocks don't ask for your weekends. A diversified index fund quietly works in the background while you focus on your career, your family, your health, and the life you're trying to build. Time is one of your most valuable assets. Don't underestimate its value. But let's be fair. Stocks aren't perfect either. They demand something that many investors struggle with: patience. During market crashes, fear spreads everywhere. Headlines scream that everything is collapsing. People panic. They sell. Then, they watch the market recover without them. History shows this pattern repeating again and again. The investors who usually lose aren't the ones who chose stocks. They're the ones who couldn't stay invested. Real estate has one psychological advantage. You don't receive a new market price every minute. Your house doesn't flash red on your phone every afternoon. Because you don't constantly see its value changing, you're less tempted to panic. Sometimes ignorance reduces emotional mistakes. Ironically, the stock market's transparency can become its greatest psychological challenge. Now let's answer the question everyone has been waiting for. Which one actually wins? If your goal is maximizing long-term wealth with minimal effort, broad stock market investing has historically produced stronger average returns. If your goal is using leverage, generating rental income, and actively managing assets, real estate can create extraordinary wealth for disciplined investors. But here's the mistake most people make. They think the answer has to be one or the other. It doesn't. Many financially successful people build wealth using both. Stocks provide diversification, liquidity, and passive growth. Real estate provides leverage, cash flow, and inflation protection. Instead of asking which investment is better, ask which role each investment should play in your financial life. Because wealth isn't built by chasing the perfect investment. It's built by consistently owning productive assets for decades. The biggest risk isn't choosing stocks. The biggest risk isn't choosing real estate. The biggest risk is waiting. Waiting for the perfect market. Waiting for lower interest rates. Waiting for the next crash. Waiting until you feel ready. Years pass. Opportunities compound. And the cost of waiting quietly becomes the most expensive financial decision of all. Your future isn't determined by whether you choose stocks or real estate. It's determined by whether you start investing consistently while time is still on your side. If you made it this far, you're already thinking differently than most people, and that's exactly how lasting wealth begins. If this video changed the way you think about investing, subscribe to the channel because we're just getting started. Comment, I choose knowledge, if this video gave you a new perspective on building wealth. Leave a like if you found value here, because it helps more people discover practical financial education. And don't leave yet. The next video on your screen will help you avoid another costly investing mistake that could save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime.